investing tips series. Before I get started, I just remind you, if you sign up on our website, behindthebalancesheet.com, you'll get access to loads of free training materials. And our club site's got loads of investor letters. It's really good. And if you want to invest a little bit of money in yourself and improve your skills, I really recommend you look at our courses for private investors. Website is behindthebalancesheet.com. But let's get on to investing tip number 9. And we're going to carry on looking at Moats. This is the second in our series on Moats. You remember, if you saw the last video, we talked about how to identify high quality companies subjectively. And Warren Buffett coined the term economic moats. And what are they? They're a structural impediment which obstructs competitors from entering your company's markets and reducing its returns on capital. And the effect is a sustainable high return on invested capital. And this is what we really should be looking for as private investors looking for quality investments. We want to understand how deep and how wide is the moat, and is it the moat widening? Last time we talked about economies of scale, and this time we're going to talk about network effects. Now, everybody thinks they know what an economy of scale is, and everybody thinks they know what network effect is, but I think it's actually, these terms are often bandied about quite loosely, and I'm not convinced that everybody really understands. So I thought it was worthwhile just spending a little bit of time explaining what I think of as a good moat. Is a true network effect is exhibited by stocks like Visa and MasterCard. And why is that? Well, it's very simple. These are two-sided networks. Visa. Why is Visa such a good company? Very simple. Loads and loads of merchants accept Visa. Loads and loads of people use Visa. And the two things are self-reinforcing. The more merchants there are, the more people will want to use Visa. The more people want to use Visa, the more merchants will want to offer the card as a payment form. So that to me is a true network where you've got both sides and they mutually reinforce each other. You get a lot of talk about network effects like Tesla. Does Tesla have a network effect? Well, I think it might have an economy of scale effect. You know, if you think about the amount of miles being driven by Teslas and the data they may be capturing, I don't know the details of what they are capturing, that gives it certainly an economy of scale, but it's not a network effect. And I've heard people talk about the Tesla network effect. I honestly, I may be missing something, but I don't know. I can't see what it is. So a true network is two sides. The merchants benefit because so many people have a Visa card. The customers benefit because so many merchants accept Visa. And that's very simple and very straightforward. Facebook, well, it's a social network. And it appears to be a unilateral network, but it doesn't have that mutual reinforcing. But it's a bit like the telephone. When telephones came out, there was no point in having one unless other people had them. There'd be no point in going on Facebook if your friends and your relatives weren't on Facebook. Users congregate there because of other users. People bought telephones because their friends had telephones and they could phone each other. But although these look to be a kind of unilateral network, the telephone is, in Facebook's case, I think it's actually slightly more complicated than that and slightly stronger than that. Because the fact that there are so many users attracts not only advertisers, but all sorts of special interest groups, which reinforces the offer. It makes it a much more attractive offer. It widens the attraction and makes the site much more appealing. So just to conclude, there isn't anything complex about network effects, but I think the term is overused because everyone wants to be a network. But true networks usually have two sides, or if they don't have those two sides mutually reinforcing, it's the fact that everybody is there and you need to be there. It's like a club that you want to be a member of. And those are moats. And the stronger the network effect, the more people that are involved in that network, usually the stronger it is and the harder it is to dislodge or to penetrate. So next time I'll come back with more on moats. Don't forget that if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to the channel, because that makes it more attractive. And if you go to the website, you can read the blogs. Thanks very much for watching.